All right, what's happening, y'all? I'm back at it. Back at it with another one. And yeah, this one right here, this next one, man, it's a situation that I think is finally coming to a conclusion. There's finally a conclusion to it. So listen, if you out here scamming, scheming, understand that you will be caught. You might get away with it once, maybe twice, but eventually you're gonna slip up and you're gonna get caught. Case in point, do y'all remember the brick lady? That was the lady down in Houston that said she was hit in the face with a brick last year by a man, more specifically a black man, after she refused to give him her phone number. So she went on to make a whole bunch of videos about the incident, and she even had a GoFundMe page that grew over $40,000. But now there's been some updates to this whole situation, and like I said, I think it's finally coming to an end. It's gonna reach a conclusion here, I think, soon. But yeah, let's check this one out, man. I want to show y'all just in case y'all didn't remember, and I'll come back with my thoughts.
Live on KPRC TV and the KPRC2 Plus live stream. The news starts now.
Right now, 10 competing claims about this viral video.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
As the woman seen in it cancels her plan to turn herself in for theft charges.
Only on 2, the man accused of the violence reaches out to KPRC2 and shares his story in the aftermath of that night.
What has it been like for you having to stay silent?
It's the hardest thing to do. It's to not say anything when the whole world is saying something about you.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm Daniela Guzman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. The woman who made those allegations is wanted by Houston police tonight because investigators say she made up the story to profit from a GoFundMe. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is now live at HPD headquarters tonight with the exclusive interview. Bryce.
Keith and Daniela, Rhoda Osman, who's known virally as Bricklady, was expected to surrender here at Houston Police Headquarters this afternoon. That did not happen. But tonight, the man who she accused of throwing that brick at her head when she says she wouldn't give him her phone number is telling only KPRC2 what he says happened that night.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched.
This video has been seen millions of times. The man accused of the viral brick throw reached out to me for his first interview.
This was a well thought of plan, a diabolical plan.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you gotta get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
You should never hit a woman in general, but
Plastic water bottle.
I didn't want to hit her, actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osman told police, that a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her, that she did her own investigation and was told that Douglas was the one who assaulted her. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
It's been a divide between, black men, black women, and it's been, it's really evil what she did.
If police didn't have this surveillance video, this evidence that basically clears you, what kind of situation do you think you would be in?
I would be that guy that hit a girl with a brick. I'm black. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using their pain, and that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet.
Right.
It's not real life all the time.
I don't know what's real and what's not real.
And I spoke with Houston police this evening. They tell me that the Major Offenders Division investigated this alleged assault, but the evidence in the case led them to this theft charge against Osmond. Tonight, she does remain wanted, but in an Instagram comment from her page, she said that she's been harmed and abused and looks forward to her day in court. We're live downtown. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC.
Ooh, that's crazy.
News.
Bryce.
That's crazy. So yeah, I mean, she's charged with felony theft by deception, and she was supposed to turn herself in, but she didn't. And the people who donated to her GoFundMe page, they've been refunded. But I think, what put a lot of this in motion. What put a lot of this in motion, I think, was because of another woman who is called the Queen of Accountability, Daphne Sutton. I think she, honestly, I think she was really like the only one who stayed on top of this from the get-go. She contacted the police and detectives down there in Houston. She filed a report and even reported the GoFundMe page that was set up just to alert the people over there that run GoFundMe that this person, the bricklady, was fraudulently using their platform. And she even pointed out that the bricklady, Rhoda Osmond, had done something similar to this before, where she lied about being attacked and then created this other GoFundMe page. I believe it was back in 2020 up there in Minnesota. And, people reached out, to the police up there in Minnesota. They said they have no type of report of that assault happening up there in Minnesota. So I think you have to give Daphne Sutton her props for staying the course in this situation and just following things through, and just for exposing people like the Brick Lady out there, because I can almost guarantee you that Rhoda Osmond won't be the first and the last of these scammers out here. Okay. But I think now going forward, especially for the people who donated money to this woman's GoFundMe page or pages, slow down for a second and think about what's being presented to you before you open up your wallets and your pocketbooks. One tactic that scammers and schemers use involves playing on your emotions, pulling on your heartstrings, which is what the Brick Lady did. She made a claim of getting hit in the face with a brick, got online, made a video about it, crying. All of that was, attention-seeking behavior, but at the same time, it was a scam. And that's something that I never understood. I never understood the whole getting online crying thing. To me, it's just weird to get on social media and to get on your live and cry in front of a bunch of strangers. But that's what she did. She got online and recorded a live video saying she was hit in the face with a brick. But now after the detectives, got the surveillance video from the parking lot, it showed that she was the aggressor. She attacked this man first, and there was never a brick, only a plastic water bottle. So again, you gotta think about these things that you see not only online but offline as well, because if you put yourself in that situation and you really think about it, and you were supposedly hit in the face with a brick, the last thing that you're gonna be thinking about is posting a video to social media, talking about it. You might talk about it after that, but at that particular point in time, in that moment, you're not gonna be thinking about, hey, let me whip out my phone and record this video, And then for the people that donated, I mean, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. But understand that scammers and schemers are walking among us, and they'll do and say anything to separate you from your hard-earned money. You know, she could have got this guy hurt, or worse, with that lie that she told. I mean, you even heard him say that he was getting death threats, all because of a lie. And I think that's the dangerous part about it. That's very dangerous, because there are a lot of unhinged people out here. And I believe what he was saying. I do believe that he was getting death threats over it. Once they found out his name and everything, he was probably getting a whole bunch of hate online and probably in real life. So yeah, I mean, that's a very scary and dangerous feeling that you have to deal with, knowing that you were maybe defending yourself because she attacked him first. But hopefully now she's made to face the consequences of her actions. She hasn't turned herself in, so she's wanted. She's wanted by the police. So, but hopefully when they catch up with her, the punishment is severe enough that it sends a message to her and anybody else that's thinking about doing something like this, to where they think twice before they do it and they don't do it. Because now if she gets into a real situation, and it could be something where she really needs the help, nobody's gonna believe her. And then for all the people that donated to her GoFundMe, look, next time, don't be so quick to open up your wallets and pocketbooks. Just like I said, don't open up your wallets to every sad and sob story that you come across, whether it's online or in just your everyday life. Because if you were one of those people who got scammed, I mean, because that's what it is. It's a scam. At least you got your money back. So consider yourself lucky, because most people who get scammed, they don't get their money back. So I want y'all to remember, what's the saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So just a little something to think about, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Take care, stay safe. Peace, y'all.